Welcome back to Warrington Basketball YouTube channel. Today we are doing another Ultimate Team. You already know how it's all set up, so no introduction needed. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Let us know below what you think of Louis' team. Louis Farish, coach and player of Bridgewater Jets. How are you?
I'm alright, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Good to have you in.
Thank you very much for having me.
Fire away. You've asked for it. Ultimate Team. Let's go.
So, I'll start with my. What do I get? 5 players, a 6-man,
5 starters, bench player, and your coach.
Yeah. So I'll start with my point guard, and I wasn't going to put myself in it. Not a chance was I going to put myself in it. I spoke to my dad, and I was like, no, I won't put myself in it. It just seems like I'm just going, oh yeah, I'm class. So I was going to have Finn Williams in it.
Yeah.
Because if you remember the 7-8 league when he played for Padgate Raptors, with his speed, with his IQ, with his finishing at the basket, he just tore teams apart.
Yeah.
No one could guard him back then. Spencer Miller probably closest to, but I still think Finn was the best guard in that league. But someone was persuading me last night going, it should be a team that if you played, a team that you want to play with. So I was like, I kind of understand that. So it's going to be a team, if I was playing, who would I want around me, if you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So you put yourself in as guard.
I'll put myself in as guard. It would have been either Finn Williams or Adam Dickens, because Adam's a class guard for Northwich under 17s, and Finn for Northwich under 21s, playing with him this season, his speed, his IQ. I really enjoy playing with Finn. One of the favourite players I've ever played with, to be fair. Yeah. But I'll stick myself in. Okay. At my 2 guard, I'm going to have a player that's probably one of the best all-round players I've ever played with and played against. He can shoot. He can defend most players on the court, if not any. He can pass. He can score. And I've been playing with him under 21s Northwich this season, and that is Dean Cousins.
Yep.
Probably one of the best on-ball defenders I've ever seen, especially in Warrington, that is. And yeah, there's once I played up for BBFA Nemesis for year 9-10, and I was playing against him, and then he'd go guard one player, steal the ball off him, go score. Next offense, he'd go guard another player, steal the ball off him, go score. Just as a defender, I think you could always do a top-class defender in your team, like Andy Galloway in the older teams.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be, Dean.
Dean Cousins. I actually spoke to Dean Cousins a couple of days ago, and we spoke about it.
Is he gonna do one of these ultimate teams?
Possibly, we could do.
Good. Because I think. Yeah, when I found out, I might be doing one, I was thinking, who am I going to put in it? Yeah. And for me, Dean was always going to go in it. Dean was always going to be,
Okay, so you and Dean Cousins is 1 and 2.
Me and Dean. At my 3 and 4 positions, small forward and my power forward, I'm going to have 2 players from my age group. And the first one, in my opinion, out of Warrington, is the best player from our age that's come out of Warrington. And for me, that's Nathan Connaughton. I've been playing with him since I was in year 5 or year 6. I remember seeing him start playing basketball and see where he's got to now. Just impressive, the amount of work he's put in. Not a lot of people don't know the amount of work he's put in. Every day he's playing, every day he's exercising, he's working, personal trainers, whatnot. He's just been working so hard. And now he's at Charnwood, doing really well at Charnwood. He's the only player from our age group that's gone to a basketball college.
Yeah.
And for me, he was just no question, going to put him in the team.
Yeah.
Back in year 7-8, when I played in Bridgewater Jets Red with him, he'd be getting 30, 40 points a game. No one could stop him. Now, even when he comes back to playing the ball or plays for Padgate under Jason, still comes and gets 30 points, 40 points. Not many people can still guard him. So for me, with his length, with his shooting ability, with his handle. Just, I think he's a very versatile player. Yeah. And 100%, if I was making a team, he'd be in it. So
good choice.
Yeah. Now, with my other 3/4 position, I'm going to have someone who's been playing in ball all since year 5, year 6. I started playing against him, play for Cheshire Wire with him now. in my opinion, one of the best players in our age group at Ball, probably the best in the under-17 Division League, in my opinion. One of the best in wire, and for me, that's Max Pedder.
Yeah,
I think
player, Max. I like Max.
Similar to Nathan with his length, his shooting ability, his driving, his finishing around the basket, the way he hangs in midair and like adjusts himself to finish. I think just class. Not many other players can do that. So I've got a good story about Max. My first ever game at Ball, we played Sankey Wildcats as it was, now Warrington Wildcats.
Yeah.
And we lost 12-11 to them.
Yeah.
And I remember from the left-hand wing to the corner, Max Still, that's his best spot. He hit 6 mid-range jump shots. Yeah. He had all their points, 6 mid-range jump shots. And for me, a kid who had just started playing competitively in basketball, coming in and watching him do that, I was like, wow, he's class. And all the way up, he's been a good player in Ball, and now he's definitely a top-class player for me.
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
And I obviously, making this Ball Hall team, I want to keep it with people that I've grown up playing against and playing with, not the likes of the Tahuris and Josh McSwiggan and Earl, because I've never seen them.
I like that it's the current crop of players that we've got. It makes sense.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
So, and
who's your big
people
guy?
that I've played against in Ball, big guy. Right. So I've played against this guy since he was a younger age and all the way up. And for me, as a definition of the centre, he's probably one of the only persons that I can say, yeah, he's my big man. He's a centre, out and out centre. And for me, this was another no question. This is Ellis Evans.
Yeah.
I've got a good story about him as well. There was a while ago when he was playing in under-17s, like a good year ago. My Bridgewater Jets beige team played against him. And I was thinking, right, I'm going to go try and mark him. I'm going to keep him to as low points as possible. When he gets the ball in the post, I'm not going to let him turn, because when he gets that turn baseline, I don't know anyone that can guard him. And I thought, coming out of the game, right, I've stopped him fairly well. He's not turned every time on me. And I went and checked the score sheet, and it was 46 points. And I was just like, right. So for a player to do that, and it wasn't an amazing game for him. For me, as a big man, the amount of rebounds he gets, the amount of putbacks he gets, he would definitely be in it.
He's a freak, isn't
he? Fair play to Dom O'Neill and Carmel, because he's gone to Carmel and he's upped his game massively. He played for England in the Tri-Nations, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, played for England. Him and Finn played for England. And he can also play on the outside. He can pass. I was watching his mixtape the other day, and there's a few passes. There's great drives. There's great moves in the paint. So, for me, as a centre, he'd be in it.
Yeah, solid
100%.
choice.
Because even if someone says, all right, I'm going to go mark Ellis, and I can mark him, he'll still give you 20 points. He'll still give you 10 rebounds. And on top of that, Finn Moss, Spencer, Ethan, they're going to give you points, assists, rebounds. So, they're in Ball, they're probably one of the best teams that I've ever played against.
Yeah.
100%, they're a class team.
And who have you got on the bench?
So my sixth man, it was between 2 players. Again, 2 Carmel players that I've been playing against since a young age. And the first one that I was considering is Finn Moss.
Yeah.
I think he's a class player. He's improved so much. He's clearly put loads of work in. He can shoot. He can dribble. He can pass. He's got great IQ. He can play inside. And even since year 7-8, when he played for Padgate Raptors, I think it was, with Finn Williams and Callum Settle, he was a beast back then, and he is now, and he's hard to guard. So he was up there. But the one I think I'm going to go with is Adam McGrath.
Yeah.
What I really like about him is when he played at Wire through the younger age groups, he was one of the bigger players. He was one of the taller players. Yeah. So he was playing inside a lot. But since he's gone to Carmel and Dom, he's been more playing point guard, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he developed his skills a bit more.
Yeah, so as an all-round player, I think he's class. Playing against him for Warrington Wildcats under 21s, probably one of the biggest threats on their team.
Yeah.
Him and Max Pedder, I think. So, for me, Adam McGrath is a top player. If I was picking a team, 100% he'd be in it.
Yeah, so you've got yourself, Dean Cousins,
Max
Pedder,
Nathan
Connaughty,
Ellis, and Adam.
And Adam McGrath. Who have you got coaching these boys?
So there's with the coach, there's 5 people that I can talk about, 5, 6 people.
Yeah.
2 that I'll say they didn't really coach ball, so that's why I didn't pick them. Lewis Halpin, my under-18s from Cheshire Wire coach. I think he's a great coach. I've had him for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
But he's not a baller, so I'm not going to put him in.
Yeah.
Again, there's Mike Halpin, probably one of the best men I've ever met in my life. Loads of respect for him. One of the best, probably the best coach I've ever had. But again, he's not baller coach, so I'm not going to put him in it. So there are 2 that would have been in it, but yeah, I'm not going to. Other one, you've got Tom Schubert, the coach of Northwich and Sir John Dean's basketball.
Yeah.
Tom, I've played under him for under 21s Northwich this season, and he's again one of the best coaches I've ever had. He reads the game so well, and altogether he's an amazing person. Like if I ever have a question about basketball or even about life on a Friday or Saturday when I see him at ball hall, he'll probably be one of the first people that I go to. His knowledge and his smarts, it's just like, and he's a class coach. I think I've only had 1 or 2 trainings with him in my whole time playing basketball, and that was at his Sir John Dean's pre-6 basketball camp.
Yeah.
In the last summer, and it was the drills he had with him and Andy Galloway were doing it. The drills were class. I really enjoyed it. So for me, Tom would definitely be one of the coaches that I would consider. Other coaches would be Dom and Matt from Carmel.
Yeah.
Dom and Matt from Carmel. I think sometimes on Fridays and Saturdays when I'm at ball or just doing the table or just sitting on the sides, I watch Dom and Matt coaching and some of the stuff they're saying, the way they are with the team. I just watch it like, wow, that's like what he's just gone on about is class. I think they're both really, really top coaches, and I like them both as people. So they were up there. But the one for me, I think you probably had a guess who it was going to be. It was my first ever basketball coach back in year 3 or year 4, I think, at Whitby High School in Ellesmere Port.
Yeah.
He's coached me all the way through, and I don't think you'll know this, but I was a proper annoying kid when I was younger.
I could guess
proper
that.
Annoying, and he put up with me brilliantly, and yeah, he's probably one of the best people I've ever met, and at such a young age as well. Like he's still how old is he? Like 28. 27, 26, something like that.
No, he's got to be
Is he older
on
than
30
that?
now.
Oh, yeah.
If he's not 30 yet, he's 29, turning 30.
That's still quite young though, isn't it? So, but for me, especially as I'm trying to go down the coaching route now, Steve's helped me so much with that, giving me teams to coach, mentored me. So for me, 100% it was always going to be Steve Welsh.
Yeah.
And I think he could go big places with coaching, because I look at some BBL coaches now and I'm like Steve's better than him.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, I think...
Hopefully we'll get him on the channel soon as well, if he stops being a wimp.
If he stops being a wimp. Yeah, he should do. He'd have a good little ultimate team.
Yeah, he would.
He's a good player as well. I've played against him a few times. He's probably one of the hardest players I've ever played against.
His basketball and IQ is second to none. It is really good.
100%. Who's he play for? Is it Mould Magic in North Wales?
Yeah.
Is it Mould? Yeah.
Yeah. Plays for the Wire team as well, doesn't he? I know
he does play for the D.
Played all over. He gets about.
Yeah, so that was when I was told I was going to do this. 100%. I was like, right, Steve Welsh is going to be my coach. From such a young age, brought me through. Yeah.
How do you think you fare up against some of the other teams that we've seen?
So, with the other teams, I've been told by people like Tom and Dom, who have been around ball for a lot longer than me, that the talent from a while ago is better than what it is now, because they were much more athletic, much bigger, much more physical.
Yeah.
So I think my team versus their team, I think they'd probably have the upper hand. I think it would be a hard game, but I think we could give them a game.
Yeah.
But out of people that I've grown up playing against, this is 100%, I think, the best team.
Yeah.
And with my team, all of us have been winning like playoffs and leagues at ball hall. Me and Nathan, when we were playing in year 7, 8, won back-to-back league and back-to-back playoffs with ball hall. Finn Moss, I didn't pick Finn, did I? Adam McGrath at Sankey, they've won. Ellis at Carmel's won loads. Max Pedder with Sankey have won loads. Dean with Bridgewater and Alsager. So I think the theme of mine we're all winners.
Yeah.
We all know how to
Yeah.
win, especially with me at Bridgewater Jets Beige, because we would have won under 17s this year. Like, no, but the one thing I do like about ball on now is it's still really competitive.
Yeah.
Like under 17s, you had us, you had Northwich, you had Sankey, you had St Helens, you had Bridgewater Jets Blue. I wouldn't have been able to call who was going to win it.
No, yeah, it's a
Like,
shame we didn't get to finish that season, isn't
yeah,
it?
hopefully that
That
goes
would have been
ahead
real
this
close.
year.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that's pretty much all.
Top. It's a good team, Louis. I appreciate
Thank
you
you
coming
very
on, mate.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Josh.